The early bird may catch the worm, but the principal auditor is not convinced that's happening across public service departments. In his latest report, Tony Sacramento finds 97% of departments say punctuality is not a problem, yet 50% of them had cautioned staff for lateness. 30% of these cases were formal warnings. He calls this a contradiction. Despite this, Mr. Sacramento finds that 82 of 89 public service officers do not have formal controls, as required by general orders, and instead rely on informal supervision. 6 officers have partial punctuality controls, while only 1, the parcel post section of the Postal Service, is fully compliant. This non-compliance spans a wide range of departments, including No. 6 Convent Place, several ministries, HM Customs, and the RGP. The principal auditor warns that repeated lateness has an economic impact and undermines public trust. 78 out of 89 officers reported that staff are expected to make up the time at the end of the day if they're late. However, Tony Sacramento points out that in other cases, staff can't make up their hours due to the office closing. The former auditor says he's alarmed to find out that 4 officers allow staff to claim paid overtime or time in lieu, even when arriving late. He also highlights that some staff have been clocking in and then leaving during the morning for informal breaks at food establishments, calling this wholly improper. In 2018, the then Director of Personnel and Development circulated the general orders on punctuality to heads of department. However, Mr. Sacramento says the then Chief Secretary instructed departments to pause implementation, citing a need to reconsider how to enforce punctuality controls. The auditor believes the hesitancy displayed contributed to a general lack of strict compliance. He also reports that several departments were defensive, withheld information, or were uncooperative during the audit process. He reports that one manager who attempted to address punctuality issues was not supported and was eventually transferred to another department. Mr. Sacramento concludes that there is a lack of effective management control over punctuality. In his view, this is due to poor enforcement of policy, misconceptions about data protection, and inadequate support for those who attempt to implement standards. He wrote to the Director of Personnel and Development urging compliance with general orders. At the time of writing, he had not received a reply, though he acknowledged that the Director may not have had sufficient time to respond.